only got to try this from one of the sample packets in the variety pack, but what stood out to me right away is combining hydrogen, electrolytes, molecular hydrogen, and even caffeine, depending on the flavor, which makes it a little different from the usual drink mixes. This is Hydrofy, hydrogen, water plus electrolytes, and this comes as a variety pack with flavors like lemon, lime, raspberry, orange, and some added caffeine. And I'm only going to try one of the sample packets, so this is definitely more of a first taste and impression rather than a long-term spiel. So looking at the formula here, it has sodium, potassium, magnesium, and molecular hydrogen, which is what makes it different from most standard hydrogen powders. The biggest thing that stands out is the variety. There's different flavors you can try. And also, depending on which one you get, has caffeine inside of it. So I like that you're not locked into one flavor, especially if you're trying to try it for the first time. I also notice that some options here that do include caffeine, so just look into it, which adds another layer depending on what you're using it for, whether that's pre-workout, traveling, or long-term workday. And since it's packet-based, it's really easy to throw into a gym bag, backpack, car, or carry-on. That's probably the first thing that people care about. So from the sample I tried, I'd say it tastes lighter and cleaner than I expected. It wasn't overly sweet, and it didn't have that heavy, syrupy taste that some hydrogen mixes can have, which is for some people they don't like that. So that's personally what I liked. But taste will always come down to preference, which flavor you end up using. And this is where I want to keep it honest, since I only tried one sample packet. I can't really speak on how I like it, down the road or anything. And also for the caffeine flavors, that obviously depend on your tolerance and when you use it during the day. So for me, if I'm using any kind of caffeine, I usually early in the morning, maybe after the first hour. So what I can say is it mixed easily, tasted clean, and felt easy to drink, which is a good first sign. And I think this makes the most sense for people who already use hydrogen powders, work out regularly, travel often, sweat a lot, or want something easy to keep on hand for a quick hydration. And the variety pack is probably the best way to start if you're unsure of which flavor you actually like. And overall, just for trying a sample packet, my first impression is positive. I like the lighter flavor, I like the electrolyte blend, and I like the flexibility of having multiple flavors plus caffeinated options in one packet. So if you're already into hydration, mixes, and want to try something a little different, this definitely seems worth checking out.